Yo, 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 what's going on? Top of the morning. Good morning, everyone. So, I want to talk a little bit about my experience at Nats. I wanted to vlog the whole trip, but unfortunately, I was driving for 21 hours by myself, so there's no possible way I could do that while trying to focus, on the road and not get into an accident. But overall, I had a really good experience. I have a couple other videos that I made while I was there, and I want to do those as well. I want to put those up. But overall, I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. A lot of random occurrences that were good things, actually good things, like meeting people that I never anticipated to meet. I had no idea that so many people knew me. It made me feel good about myself because I was like, I didn't think I was anybody special. But when so many people were approaching me, asking for me to sign cards and take pictures with me, shake my hand, and just tell me that they're grateful for the work that I do, it makes me feel very accomplished. As a YouTuber in general, and just because this is what I love to do, and I'm very happy that I'm able to reach out from where I'm at and touch the lives of someone all the way across the world. That's amazing and impactful to me. But overall, I guess we could talk about my matchups and etc. Because I didn't get to really explain that thoroughly in my deck profiles because we were being rushed. It was towards the end of the event. It was time to bounce. Basically, I came in. By the way, the deck I played, if you guys were not aware, I played a 60-card deck with the culmination of a Zephyr Axis, a Mythical Beast Axis, a Pendulum Magician Axis, the Guard Dragons, and Orcusts. It's a really potent deck. It was 60 cards. It was really ridiculous. I had been playing this deck for months, and I never put a profile on my channel on purpose because I did not want anyone to copy my deck, and I did not want anyone to go to Nationals playing the same deck as me. I just had that confidence that if I could show up with that surprise factor, it would help me to do a lot better as well. And also, just in general, even if no one wanted to net deck me, it's just the fact that a lot of people that watch my show and that would be there would know what I'm playing, and if I get paired up against them, even if they didn't get the information, they would know how to side. So I just didn't want to take that chance. So I think I made the correct choice by concealing my deck until I topped with it. And I told my friends that too. I was like, I will not show this deck profile until I top. And that happened. I'm so grateful to God because it was through the power of Jesus Christ that this happened. This is not something that's just like, oh, I'm just so good. It was my skill level. I'm just such a great player. I do not believe that, because I believe there's a lot of great players that did not make it. There's a lot of people that deserve to top that did not top. So just because you top doesn't make you better than the rest. I just think that I wasn't lucky. I am blessed. My prayer was answered. I'm grateful for that. But I played Salamangreats 3 times. I played Orcus twice. I played Sky Strikers twice. Actually, I played Sky Strikers twice, yeah. And then I played a True Draco player. And I played, oh, snap. Oh, I'm sorry. Scratch that. I played 2 Salamangreats because I'm mistaken one Salamangreat. I'm talking about day 1 right now because I played Salamangreat day 2 as well. So on day 1, I played 2 Salamangreat, 2 Strikers, 2 Orcus. I played Draco and 2 Pendulum Magicians. My only loss was in time to a Sky Striker player, and it's very unfortunate that it happens that way. But it was one of those cheesy things where he kind of forgame. But I was kind of a little upset about it, and I don't want to vent so much. But I would say the person I was playing, he was one of those opponents. When you play someone and they rush their plays, he was playing really fast, and he was not giving me a chance or the time to say I have a response. So multiple instances, I had to interrupt him and explain to him, sir, I have a response, and I was asking for the respect as your opponent that you show good sportsmanship by asking me if I have a response instead of just playing your cards in an expedient manner. And so he was playing like that, but once we hit 3 minutes on the clock, he was the most patient Yu-Gi-Oh player I'd ever seen in my life, and I did not appreciate that. But at the same time, it's like, I wanted to call slow playing and I asked the judge to watch, but it was the fact that the judge was watching and he was okay with it. And I guess at the end of it, I should have just explained to him. I was like, sir, this man has been playing faster than anyone I've seen at this event, and now he's playing ridiculously slow. But either way, he got 100 life points more than me, and he made sure that his turn was the last turn. So he activates Engage. He takes a very, very long time. He keeps saying he's thinking. He asks how many cards are in my hand. And I felt that was a ludicrous question to ask because, of course, I have 5 cards in my hand. That's obvious. We start with 5 cards. So he ended up winning in time. That was fine. That was my loss in day 1. So I made it to day 2. And then in day 2, I ended up losing again in top 32 to Salamangreats. And the instance that happened, I have witnesses. There are a lot of people that were there that can confirm what I was saying. I rebooted him, and he had so basically he had Salamangreat, Roar, and Rage. I knew he had the Rage because he sent it and said it, but the Roar, he activated it. The counter trap is the roar, and I red rebooted that and negated and set it. And I'm glad that he roared first, because if he would have raged, he could have negated my reboot with the roar. But I set that he set an impermanence off the reboot, because it allows him to do that. And then I went in for my full combo. I did not realize that there was less than a minute on the clock when that occurred. So as I'm doing my combo, I didn't resolve my Guard Dragon portion of my deck. I destroyed, so I had 2,000 life points. Then time gets called in the middle of my main phase. Now, if I was just cognizant or just kept duly noted, was duly noted on the time, the capacity that I had for my turn, I would not have did Destrudo, and I would not went for the Guard Dragon plays. I actually just would have went for Borosword, because when I say this man's board was just Sunlight Wolf and Balinks, that was literally what his board was. He linked off his Mirage Stylio, and all he had was Salamangreat, Sunlight Wolf, and Balinks, and he did not have a Balinks engraved, because he started his combo by making Mirage Stylio and linked off with it in the Jaguar. So he had no Balinks engraved, so I knew I could kill him with Borosword. But time got called, so I lost in time again. So my only 2 losses the entire event were in time. And my deck overperformed. It did extremely well. I got Spear Molded and Super Polyed, and I still had 3 negations. I had a Jackal King, Orcus Crescendo, and a Divine Strike. I brought my Orcustrion back from the grave off of Skeleton, because I had Babel, so it reset up my Crescendo. So I had 3 negates to his 3 cards in hand. After he Spear Molded me and Super Polyed me, he just scooped it up. I also, someone tried to attempt to spear mode me while I had Zombie World. That didn't work out. So my board, not only was it never successfully broken, but there were 3 or 4 rounds where I lost the dice roll. I lost the dice roll in both my Pendulum matchups and in both my Orcus matchups. I lost the dice roll. And those decks are really scary to play against when you lose the dice roll. And I won all those matchups. I lost the dice roll, and those instances as well, I never saw any of my side deck cards. So it really put an emphasis on how powerful my deck was, and I did not understand that. So it's not saying it in like a braggadocious manner. So please do not misconceive that or misinterpret what I'm saying and try to say, oh, you're so cocky, because I'm not hyping myself up at all. I'm simply stating the obvious fact that I did not know my deck was going to be this good, and it was better than I anticipated it to be. It was incredible. I shattered 4 negate boards, 3 negate boards. I got my Electromite Ogre, my Zephyr Veiled, my Harmonizing Ash, and I played through all of that, and then I set up an Orcus combo with a Divine Strike, because I just activated Zephyr Providence and searched Divine Strike anyways. So I ended up having the Crescendo, the Divine Strike. I had a Dingaritsu, a Galatea, and it was enough. Like, after playing through 3 hand traps and setting up 2 negates, my opponent essentially was playing with 1 card to try to break my board, and he could not do it. He was a Salamangreat player. It's just ridiculous. The deck was incredible. I had an awesome time. I had a fun experience. I'm just very, very grateful that I was able to make it. I got the time off work, and Jesus was with me. So overall, I would say my experience was incredible. I met up with Sam, so I was hanging out with Samurai X1, Simo, Simply Slim Yu-Gi-Oh, Johnny, Asian Persuasion, your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, excuse me, and yeah, all those guys. And then Bordo, I was like, dang, I'm sorry that I didn't know who you were. But supposedly this guy Bordo, he's like really popular, and I felt bad for not knowing who he was. But we were all the YouTubers, we were chilling, and so many people complimented me on my deck. It made me feel really good, because my deck was homemade. It was a rogue deck. Zephyr is rogue. If you want to say Pendulums are meta, I guess, but no one considered Pendulum to be the top 4. The top 4 were Salamangreat, Orcus, Danger Thunder, and Sky Strikers. Pendulum were not in any of those 4, and that was the meta. That's solidified as the most dominating deck. So I felt very comfortable coming in with a rogue-ish option, and it was also homemade. No one gave me the ideas for my deck. I made it myself. I got no ideas from anyone else. It literally was just this wonderful mind that God has given me, that He has blessed me with, somehow found a way to create some homemade concoction that got me there, and I am so grateful for it. I am happy about the experience. Although I did not make it to Worlds, I'm just blessed and very fortunate to have gotten as far as I gotten with the deck that I was playing. So many people were thrown off. No one played the same deck as me. I did not play any mirror matches, and they even told me that I was the only person with that particular kind of deck, that 60 card variation. So I was really happy that I was playing that, and no one knew how to side deck against me. People were so thrown off. I just played through so many things. It's crazy. Like I said, no one broke my board. I managed to break tons of boards. It's crazy. Like, I just had a blast, you guys. But thank you so much for watching this video. God bless you guys. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. Stay tuned for future content. Don't mind me because I look ratchet. I actually had to leave and then slept in the back of my car for like 8 hours, and now I'm here getting my oil changed, and I'm getting ready to get back on the road so I can go home. But I will be uploading the rest of my videos probably either on the road or when I get back. I'll try to do it on the road, but I kind of am going to be using my GPS, so it's going to be a little difficult. But you guys will be hearing from me soon nonetheless. Peace out, you guys. Have a beautiful day and stay positive.